Hey guys, what's going on? Mike the Caveman Q here again from Paleo Problem Island, MikeTheCaveman.com. And today's question is, where should you get your produce? And the answer is, the ground. Roll credits. Alright, fine. So, I'm only partially kidding when I say you should be getting your vegetables from the ground. The best place you should be getting from is from your own garden. So get some seeds, plant them, get some plants, plant them, and actually grow it yourself. Now, unfortunately, not everybody has the time or the space to grow a full garden. That's where things like rooftop gardens and hydroponics come in really well. So those would be an excellent idea if you have limited space. From there, the next best thing you're going to want to do, though, is actually going to your farm yourself, going to farmers markets, or participating in a CSA, which is Community Supported Agriculture. Each one has its own pros and its own cons. If you actually go to the farm, you can pick it fresh, choose the ones you want, right off the vine, right off the plant. The problem is that it takes more time out of your day usually. Here on Long Island, there are a lot of farms out east. My good friend Jen has Schmidt's Farm over in the Melville, Huntington area. But like we said, that's time consuming. So your next best bet, though, would be actually going to the farmer's market. Every Sunday, I head over to the farmer's market. I hit the farm stand. I have my good friends over at Coastal Kombucha. I make sure to get that. The problem with that is that usually they're only once a week. Now again, here on Long Island, we have them all throughout the island every day pretty much. You have to figure out where they are in relation to you. And that goes back to the first one. You may have to travel a little bit. The next best thing would be CSAs, or Community Supported Agriculture, where they have a drop-off location, and then once a week or once a month, depending on how you do it, you get produce and or meat, depending on which CSA you belong to, delivered to that location, and you're set for the month. All three are amazing ideas if you can't be doing the gardening yourself. But let's just say you have to buy produce at a supermarket. You can't do any of those first four. What do you want to do? Well, you always want to try to buy in season. Two reasons why. One, it's going to be fresher. Two, it's going to be cheaper. The reason being, basic economics, supply and demand. When it's in season, you have more of it. So they usually run sales. So if you're talking in the spring, you're going to want to get a lot of berries. If we're talking about the summer, we're looking at more cruciferous stuff, more leafy greens, things like melons. Come fall, we're looking at things like squash and pumpkin and apples and all that beautiful stuff. Now, of course, that goes for the farms as well. But when it comes to the supermarket, the next thing you're going to want to do before you even go to the fresh produce aisle is probably go to the frozen vegetables. And I know you're thinking, what? They're frozen? Yes. The reason being, unless that fresh produce is also coming from a local source, that frozen one is going to pack more nutrients in it. The reason being, the frozen ones are picked at peak ripeness. They are generally as ripe as they're ever going to get, and thus they are at their most nutrient dense. On the other hand, those fresh vegetables, a lot of times if they're not local, they traveled across the country. They are picked before they are optimally ripe, and as such, do not have optimal nutrition in them, because the stores have to factor in the travel time so that they don't go bad while they're sitting on that shelf. So as crazy as it seems, if you have to buy from a supermarket, frozen is often your best bet. So, biggest takeaways for today. Where should you get your produce from? The ground. Ideally, you should be getting it from your own garden. If you can't do that, head on over to a farmer's market, to the farm itself, or you can participate in a CSA. If you want a little more information on farmers markets, make sure to check out my video over here. Now, if you want to know why you should be eating more vegetables and how you can do that, take a look at the video over here. But from there, the next thing is if you have to buy at a supermarket, look at the frozen vegetables first. The rest of them, buy them in season. It's going to be cheaper, it's going to be fresher, it's going to be more nutrient dense. That's the way to go. So, hopefully that helped you out, guys. You know what to do, though. Like and subscribe down below. Share it with your friends. Head over to Instagram and Twitter and follow me at Mike the Caveman. Over on Facebook at Paleo Problem Island. And, of course, over on MikeTheCaveman.com. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Go eat some vegetables. And I'll see you tomorrow.